Hey everybody, I'm Lucas, and I want to talk comics. Welcome to the channel. This is the first video on the channel, obviously. Long story short, I got really into comic books back in February of 2025. Got back into them, some could say. And other than the guy at the comic book store and occasionally my wife, I don't have a lot of people to talk to about it. So I just want to rant and ramble and talk about comics. So that's what a lot of this is going to be. So I hope you can enjoy it. And I figured, why not start the channel off with something like, what are the books that got me back into comics? So I got a little stack here to kind of talk about, to go over. And when I say get back into, I'm using that term very loosely. When I was a kid, a little movie came out in 2002 called Spider-Man, and this fundamentally changed who I was as a human being, along with this and Lord of the Rings. Big, like, eye-opening moment into liking nerd culture and all that stuff. So huge moment there. And I remember my parents bought me some comic books. I think there were some Spider-Man comics, and I know the number one they got me was for Teen Titans 2003. I've got a copy of it somewhere, I can't find it, but that was one of those issues that was like, hey, you kind of like this thing. Unfortunately, we lived about an hour away from the nearest comic book store, so I didn't go every month, wasn't following along, wasn't able to keep up with updates, you know. 2002, 2003, I was 8, 9 years old. So wasn't really following along with stuff and never really got a chance to like get into it and keep buying new comics over and over. A little older, same thing kind of happened. I'd buy some comics here and there, but then I'd lose track, etc., etc. And then recently I had one comic book come out that kind of got me interested and got me into the store. And from there, I talked to the comic book shop owner, and he told me about League of Comic Geeks and like being able to track. And that's what I needed, was to like, okay, these books come out on this day, this week, every week, yada, yada, yada. And having some adult money kind of helps, you know? So that's kind of the gist of it. So when I say get back into comics, this is really kind of like my first ever like successful dive in, and not just buying some here and hoping it sticks along and some there to kind of go around. So there was two comic books that got me to walk in the door, and the one that kind of piqued my interest and got me to call about was One World Under Doom, #1, that came out this year. Awesome cover, and it's Dr. Doom being the Sorcerer Supreme. How cool is that? That's pretty sick. So that's the one that got me in the door. And then I also heard about a comic called Bug Wars that really piqued my interest. A fantasy world in the backyard. This is like right up my alley genre-wise. Unfortunately, I found a lot of comic books that are way better than these two, in my opinion. I don't even think I've read the two most recent One World Under Dooms that come out. I have them in there, I just been reading other stuff. And I've been keeping up with Bug Wars, but I've been a little disappointed in it. So these are the two that got me in the door. And while I was there, I had heard about and heard a lot of popularity around the Absolute books. The Absolute Superman, Absolute Batman. So I decided I was only gonna grab these two. They had a Wonder Woman one there. I was like, well, I came in here to buy two, I'm walking out with four. Let's slow roll it. Let's not buy too much and then do the standard thing where I find a few books and then lose not interest, but the time of remembering to go to the comic book. It makes sense, you know what I'm saying. So when I walked up to the counter with these two, these are third printings, I think. Are these third printings? Does it say? Seventh printing? Third printing? I don't know. But they have these awesome Jim Lee covers. And the owner of the comic book shop, Greg, said one sentence that changed everything. And he's like, I can't let you buy those two and not leave without Absolute Wonder Woman. He said, it's the best of the three. And I was like, all right, sold. Got into it. And from there, just absolute, he had me hook, line, and sinker, because this book is awesome. It's, again, right up my alley with like the occasional big monster, and Diana's awesome. Wonder Woman's awesome. So I slowly went through and started buying all the other ones. I'm caught up on all the Absolute books, but I just wanted to show a few more of the Absolute Wonder Womans, because these ones are awesome. The art is really good. Hayden Sherman's art, he's probably my favorite comic book artist now, like hands down. I love this Absolute Wonder Woman book so much. It's pretty insane that this is the one that got me hook, line, and sinker. His paneling is so good. His lines are so good. Hayden Sherman, where it's at, pretty sweet. So those are kind of the ones that kickstarted the whole thing. But also, I think the next week I went in, and that's when Godzilla Heist started. I'm a big Godzilla fan, and I'm just gonna show all 5 of the Godzilla heists because these covers are sick. These covers are awesome. It's a fun story. It has concluded. Like, look at this Mecha Godzilla. It's so good. The story was fun. It didn't take itself too seriously. Everything was right up in the alley. And that was the other one. So those are kind of the two that got me in the door. One World Under Doom, Bug Wars. And then while they were there, they had the first issue of the 3 absolutes at the time. So I got all those. And from there, I was hook, line, and sinker. Godzilla kind of secured it. So I started going to comic book shops and buying some other stuff that I needed. I wanted to catch up on the Marvel Ultimate Universe because I think the 2nd issue of Ultimate Wolverine came out somewhere around this time. I came in like right after #1. And I picked up a copy of #1, read #2, and I was like, okay, I gotta get caught up on all this Ultimate stuff. So I started buying. I don't have any of the Ultimates in these stack. There's way too many. But while I was there, I also picked up another one. Fortunately, don't have the A cover of Batman Dark Patterns. And again, art by Hayden Sherman. That was one of the main reasons. I had heard good things about this, reading online and stuff. But I saw that it had Hayden Sherman's name on it, and I was like, no, I have to get this. Like, let's check out, like, for example here. Let me get one out. Where's it at? I'm gonna find to it. There's one panel in here that, again, just opened my mind. I'm pretty sure it's in this book. I hope it's in this book. Oh, I'll cut the video. Where are you? Come on, where are you at? It has to be this one. Please be this one. I could swear I grabbed the first one, the right one the first time. Where the heck is this page at? It's gotta be in this one. It has to be. Where the heck is that? Am I just gonna read the comic again until I find it? There, it was in this book the whole time. I mean, look at this panel. Look at this page. It's so good. It's art in itself. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I mean, there's just other great paneling in here. And I think that's what I like about Hayden Sherman's art the most. And the way that he uses it to like move you around the page, incredible stuff, incredible stuff. So a lot of the reasons I got back into comic books, Hayden Sherman. So we're gonna set that over there so I remember to rebag it. But yeah, Batman Dark Patterns has been really great. I'm gonna be really sad when it ends, but maybe that'll open up Hayden Sherman to do something else. I don't know. Another one that I picked up that I got really into was Batman and Robin Year One. I really like the art in this one too. The way the blacks really hammer home things, and really like with the thick, bold lines on the end and stuff like that. This has been another one that's been really exciting. And then again, I'm a big Godzilla fan, so right after I got into it, Godzilla started fighting everybody in the Marvel Universe, and now he's destroying the Marvel Universe at the time that I'm recording this video. And then this Thor one was so good. It was immaculate. So, the right time, it just kind of seemed like the right window, the right time for me to get back into comics. And then of course, I think like a month or 2 after I started getting into comics again, they released the next wave of Absolute books. And while I like Green Lantern and I like Absolute Flash, Absolute Martian Manhunter has just been killer, just stellar stuff. The artwork in this is great, the writing in it is great, the pacings in it is great. Really glad that I got in at that time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to talk about were the comics that, the books that got me back into comics. A few others that I have here just kind of, that came out a little later. Blood and Thunder has been a lot of fun, from Robert Kirkman involved. One that I really like is I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer. I think there's only 1 issue left of this at the time that I'm recording this. And then recently the #1 for Planet Death came out, and I was just really happy about the quality of this book. It feels really good, the pages are nice. Excited to see where that goes. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been really into comic books lately, and I just wanted to ramble and talk about it. I think that's pretty much it. I guess like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to hear me ramble some more. And yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.